profile screen is where you can go for all things user or login related. In this video, we will go over an administrator registering an employee for the employee's self-service account. The administrator will not need to create an account for the employee if the employee was hired through applicant tracking, if the employee was onboarded using Dominion's onboarding feature, or if the employee was given the employee self-service registration instructions and registered for their own account. To create an account for an employee, first go to Profile, then choose Profile from the submenu. In the User field, be sure Add User is selected. In the User Type field, be sure Employee is selected. Enter the employee's first and last name. In the Assigned Employee field, select which employee's record is to be applied to the account you're creating. The Assigned Employee dropdown will only list employees who do not yet have a login created. If you do not see the employee you are looking for, this means the employee's record is already tied to a username. Run the Employee Self-Service List Standard Report to search for the employee's account information if you cannot find them in this dropdown. Be sure to select the employee that matches the name that you've entered. It is possible to assign one employee's record to another employee's name. For example, if the first and last name entered is Molly Shelovitz, but Brian Sheff is selected as the assigned employee. If this happens, the account will be listed as Molly's. However, when logged in, the information shown will be Brian's. Once you have the employee's name entered and their employee record is selected in the Assigned Employee dropdown, create a username for them. The username must be unique across all Dominion accounts, similar to the way Gmail accounts must be unique. If a username is already in use, you will receive a message stating so once you try to save the page. If this happens, enter a different username and try again. Typically, some variation of the employee's name followed by a number or two will give you a unique username. Next, enter and verify a password for the employee. The password must meet Dominion's security standards listed above the text boxes. Check the Force the User to Change Password on Next Login box if you would like to require the employee to change their password when they log in. This allows you to give them a generic password for their first login, but then forces them to choose a more personal password for themselves. Enter the employee's email address. This is the email address that will be used if the employee ever needs the Forgot Password feature. The employee will be asked to confirm this email address when they log in for the first time. They will also have the ability to change it if they need to. In the Account Access section, be sure the Enable Account box is checked. If this box is unchecked, that means the employee's account is essentially turned off, and they will not be able to sign in even with the correct username and password combination. If an employee ever misenters their password 3 or more times in a row, this box will uncheck itself automatically as a security feature. If this happens, the employee can use the Forgot Password to unlock themselves, or an administrator can select the employee on the user profile screen, place a check mark in the box, then save. This will allow the user to sign in again. The Disable User box allows you to manually disable an employee's login. Temporary account access allows you to give access to a user that will automatically be disabled upon the end date entered. The Applicant Tracking Admin option will allow you to grant full applicant tracking admin access to an employee. This allows the employee to assist in the hiring process of applicants while not increasing their access level in other areas of the software. Once the page is completed, select Save. You will need to provide the employee with their username and temporary password in order for them to log in. The system does not email them with this information. Again, the steps in this video are only needed if the employee was not hired through applicant tracking or was not onboarded using Dominion's onboarding feature, or if the employee has completed the self-registration. Thanks for watching this video on creating employee user accounts. Watch for more videos covering the user profile page and the different types of users.